Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for another video. This would be, because it's Monday, it would be Blu-ray shopping day on any other day, but I'm not in the mood, to be perfectly honest. Waking up to what happened in Las Vegas, and now I've just learnt that it's more than 50 that are killed and more than 200 injured. Some gunman, deranged prick, shooting down from the Mandalay Bay Hotel into the crowd. Now, I can't put into words what I really feel, because it'd probably get yanked off YouTube. But this kind of thing seems to be happening more and more often. It was only last year that we had a mass shooting in the UK at a concert in Manchester, and there was multiple dead and injured, a lot of them young kids, very small, well, not babies, but very young children. And that wasn't from gunfire or anything, but that was from a terrorist who detonated a bomb inside the arena, on the entrance of the arena. Whereas I don't know if this one in Vegas is actually terror related, or whether it was just a lone gunman just letting off rounds. But I saw the video this morning and heard the gunshots, and it was just repetitive, and they were saying that the bodies were just falling down and piling up, and I can only imagine that the actual final death toll is going to rise, because obviously if there's more than 200 injured, you don't know what the severity is of the of those injured. So yeah, because it was Vegas as well. I mean, I've been to Vegas several times, and it being a country music festival, I mean, it could have happened to any festival, any concert, like it did here in Manchester. But because country music is close to my heart, and I know all the acts, and I've seen a lot of the acts that were actually performing, so I kind of feel like it could have been me, or it could have been someone that I know. Because I mean, I've got a couple of music concerts lined up, so I've got hopefully I've got Lady Antebellum that's playing in London next week. But there's also a country music festival here in the UK that I've been going to for the last 5 years, where that is held over 3 days at the O2 Arena in London. So, like the one in Manchester, and which was terror related, and this gunman in Las Vegas, you kind of think that, what if? I mean, there's a possibility. I mean, you don't want to think about it, because all you want to do is go and have a great time like the people in Vegas did, and then you get hit by that. So yeah, there's always a nagging feeling that it's going to be a good concert, but you're always thinking, what if? And it's a fucking shitting, fucked up world that we live in at the moment. And what with the deranged wanker in North Korea, and we don't know how Trump's going to react to that. But yeah, and I mean, as I say, I don't think this one was terror related in Vegas, but talking of terrorism and ISIS and all that kind of stuff, it used to be that they would, like 9/11, that they would train their personnel, pilots and that kind of thing, and suicide bombers. And only a week or two ago, we had an attempted detonation of a bomb on a London Underground train, which didn't go off, which was bloody lucky, because that would have caused havoc as well. But it seems to be, especially in Europe at the moment and London, that it seems to be very easy for people to strike. Now, the last year or two, when we've seen these attacks in like Spain and Paris and things like that, they've just used vehicles. I mean, it's so simple to get a vehicle, to hire a vehicle, or just to kick someone out of a cab in a lorry, grab hold of the vehicle, and they've got a fucking weapon, and they just mow people down. And also, I learnt yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, there was a chap that yelled Admiral Akbar, or whatever it is. I'm trying to put a bit of humour in it, but it's difficult. It's not something that we can really laugh at. And yeah, in an underground, not an underground, an actual railway station in, I think it was Belgium, and he just slit a couple of women's throat. Just cut them across the throat with a knife before shouting Akbar, or whatever his name is. So you go out and you don't know what you're going to get confronted with. And it's a very fucking scary world at the moment. And I want to go to these concerts, because if I kind of like feel like it's not worth going, you know, it's not worth taking the risk, then people like this are going to fucking win, and they'll be doing exactly what they want to do, is to scare the fucking shit out of us so that it disrupts our lives and that we don't do anything. So I mean, I don't even know if my concerts are going to take place, but if they decide not to do it, then I can completely understand. And there's always another time, but you know, it's security and it's lives that matter more. So anyway, yeah. I mean, probably the news is going to get worse from Vegas. You know, as the time goes on, as the day goes by, or the days go by. But I did read that it is one of the most horrific mass shooting incidents in US history, and I can believe that. I mean, and Vegas. I mean, you hear about killings in Vegas, you know, like someone's got shot on the strip or something, and it's usually like if it's gang related, or if it's like somebody was in an argument with someone, but not this kind of thing. I mean, it could happen anywhere in America, but there's always deranged people out there, and that's one thing in the UK I'm thankful about is that we don't have guns. So people still get hold of guns. They're going to get hold of guns, but it's not. They're not freely available over here. Whereas in America, you know, it's a lot easier to get a gun. And I mean, this bloke was shooting with a fucking machine gun, so I don't know how the fuck he managed to get his hands on one of them. But for all I know, you could pick up one for 50 quid down an alleyway. I don't know. So and they could go on. I know Obama wanted tighter gun controls, and I think Trump is like pro-gun, isn't he? Because he's a member of all the clubs and all that kind of shooting clubs and shit like that. And it's in the US Constitution and things like that. To bear arms, freedom to bear arms. So I don't think the guns are ever going to be removed, especially in America. But there needs to be tighter control, real tighter control, bigger and better background checks and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I know I'm waffling on about things that people know and it's been in the news, and I just want to let everybody know that, you know, today should be a happy day Blu-ray hunting, but I can't bring myself to do it today. I'm just not in the mood. I couldn't get all happy and all that kind of thing, so I'm going to leave it a couple of days, hopefully be feeling better in a couple of days, and and hopefully Wednesday. So we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll have time to process everything and that by Wednesday. So, but my thoughts go out to everybody that's been affected by this. And as I say, because I'm such a huge country music fan, kind of it's hitting harder than it would normally hit me. This is hit way harder than the Manchester bomb that we had here at the concert hall last year. So I'm just hoping everybody's all right that managed to get out, and all those relatives and all those family members that have lost people and still don't know, that are in hospital. Then I'm so sorry that this happened, but my thoughts are with all the family members, and I pray that everybody manages to get through this okay. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know. So we'll process it for a couple of days. We'll see what's going on, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video in a couple of days. Stay safe, everybody. I'm thinking about you, and keep strong.